Hey there, CJ Math students, and welcome to homework 2.21, multiplying and dividing rational numbers. This is a practice homework. So basically, we're taking our integer rules, especially when we're talking about multiplying and dividing, of same signs positive or different signs negative, and just applying them to stuff in our toolbox that we already know, which is multiplying and dividing fractions. So always look to cross cancel. Always look to change mixed numbers to improper fractions. Always when you're dividing, make sure you flip the second fraction. So let's go right off the bat. Number 1, 2 and 4. You can divide them both by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. I multiply straight across. I get my answer of 3 over 10, right? Let's take a look, and this was obviously a same signs positive. Number 3, this is a same signs positive, so I can ignore the negatives since there are 2 of them. I can cross cancel the 2 and the 8. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. I look to multiply straight across. 5 times 1 is 5. 4 times 3 is 12. It's a positive 5/12 again because it was same signs positive. 5/12 of 8/15 might as well be saying multiplication. You can basically translate of as multiply. 5 and 15 can both be divided by 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And then 12 and 8 can both be divided by 4. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. Oops, sorry. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So let's multiply straight across. 1 times 2 is 2. 3 times 3 is 9. And they were both positive, same signs positive, SSP. So that's why I have a positive 2/9. So watch out on number 7 here. Remember, since I have mixed numbers, I cannot just do 2 times 4 and 1 times 3 and 2 times 5. I got to change them to improper fractions. So this is something in our toolbox that we learned a little while ago, and we're going back to it. So we have 5 over 2 on that fraction, and we have 23 over 5 on this fraction. And you might be like, whoa, I don't want to multiply 23. Well, good thing we can cross cancel. 5 divided by 5, 1. 5 divided by 5, 1. Multiply straight across, and you get your answer of 23 over 2. Now, I want us to express this as a mixed number because I think we can do it. So 2 goes into 2 one time, nothing left over. 2 goes into 3 one time with 1 left over, right? So we can say that this is 11 and 1/2. That's our answer. It's positive, again, because it was the same signs positive. Let's look at 9. It's same signs positive, once again, because they're both negative. Let's change them once again to improper fractions. So plus 12 on this one, plus 20 on that one. What do I get? I get 15 over 4. I don't have to put the negative sign since I know it's going to be a positive answer. 15 over 4 times 23 over 10. Let's look to cross cancel. 15 and 10 can both be divided by 5, so I'm good. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. 10 divided by 5 is 2. And when I multiply straight across, 23 times 3, I could use my reference sheet or I could just do partial products, right? 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 20 is 6, so I have 69. 4 times 2 is obviously 8. And again, I want us to write this as mixed numbers. So 8 goes into 69 8 times because that's 64. And then 69 minus 64 is 5. So 8 and 5/8. Right? Just for fun, let's take a look at number 10 because I know you guys might freak out since it says times 4. Just put it over 1. And remember that we do 8 times 3, which is 24, add it to there. This is a different signs negative, so you might as well put your negative in your answer right now. And that makes this 25 over 3 times 4 over 1. You can multiply this because you know 4 quarters or add up to 100 over 3 over 1. And then, yeah, you can make this into a mixed number as well. 3 doesn't go into 1, but it goes into 10 3 times. 1 left over when I do that subtraction, 10 minus 9. Bring down your 0. 3 goes into 10 3 times. 1 left over, so it's going to be 33 and 1 over 3. right? So it's wonderful that we have the tools that we can actually do this. Make sure on number 8 you understand it's a DSN, so put a negative in your answer sign. And number 6, look, only one negative, so it's a DSN, so put a negative in your answer sign. It's always helpful to do this right off the bat. Number 4, look, DSN, only one negative, so put a negative in your answer sign. And number 2, look at that, DSN, only one negative, so put a negative in your answer sign, right? All right, so for 11, remember we have to, when we divide, flip the second fraction and then look to cross cancel. Gotta flip first before you look to cross cancel. So we got 3 over 4 times 10 over 1. Now I can look to cross cancel. Obviously the 4 and the 10 can be divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. I multiply straight across. Get my answer of 15 over 2. Now, this was a DSN because there was one negative, so right off the bat, put a negative in your answer sign. And now let's make this 15 over 2 into a mixed number. So 2 goes into 15 7 times with 1 left over. So negative 7 and 1/2. All right, let's look at 13. Notice I have same signs, 2 negatives. So my answer is going to be positive, so I don't have to worry about putting a negative in my answer. It's gotta flip the second fraction before I look to cross cancel. So I have 4 over 5 times 3 over 4. I can go ahead and cross cancel the 4s. They both become 1, right? And I multiply straight across. And beautifully, I do not have to change to a mixed number this time. Again, it was positive because I had 2 negatives. So positive 3/5. And number 15, obviously just put this over 1. So 3 over 1 times, don't forget to flip. I know it's super tempting to cross off those 3's, but flip first. 3 over 2. Notice you have one negative, so different signs negative. Immediately put the negative in your answer sign. Multiply straight across. You're going to get 9 over 2. And we're capable enough of going ahead and say 2 goes into 9 4 times with 1 left over. So our answer, negative 4 and 1/2. It was negative because there was only one negative. Different signs, negative. For number 17, yuck, we've got 2 mixed numbers, but we are not afraid of it because we know how to change them to improper fractions. So this one is 7 over 2 divided by also 7 over 3 though. Before I do any cross canceling, flip it. Notice I have 7 over 2 times 3 over 7. Now I can cross cancel. I can cross cancel my 7's. This becomes a 1. This becomes a 1. I multiply straight across. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2. Can change that into a mixed number by saying 2 goes into 3 one time with 1 left over. Now, very dangerous. Now I forgot that there's only one negative, so that's a different sign's negative. So negative 1 and 1/2. Right? As a special treat for tonight, you can cross off number 19 and number 20. This is what happens when you watch the video. So for 18, 16, 14, for all the evens, please make sure you show work just like I did. If you have any questions, please give me a call.